You can search on the internet and find all sorts of crazy things people have done with Raspberry Pis. Like, people have made weather balloons with them. Robots.
And you can load a GUI on them as well.
You can, yeah.
Is that a 2B?
I don't remember. I got it about probably over a year ago now. It's
Probably not.
Oh, there it is. So this is what you see. It gives you your basic login, and when you burn the SD card first, it gives you you have a standard login. So you want to create a user account and your own password. I wonder if this will work. Ah, it worked. All right. And so there you go. I don't have any graphical user interface on this at all. So what we can do is we can just kind of look around.
It does if you want, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Octoprint.
Okay.
I mean, it's a stream of REST.
Yeah. But let me just so let's say you go in. So what
We can do this and dir.
Yes. So what do I have in my home directory? It looks like I have a little script there. It says turn on computer. Well, I wonder what that does.
How do you turn that on?
It's the GPIO pins. Yeah. And then those go to a relay, and then it just it's the equivalent of me physically hitting the power button. So a script is actually something else that's really neat it's just a great feature of Linux. You can do it with Windows too, but it's really inherent in kind of the guts of Linux. And what a script is actually a good name for it, because what it is literally a list of commands that is the same as if I had just sat there and typed them out, except I can do it with just one single command. In this case, turn on the computer, which isn't going to do anything because it's not hooked up. But the script is totally, I wrote it, so it just looks like a text file. And there it is. It's just a couple, unfortunately it's kind of small, but it's just a couple lines of code. It says, the very first line, it tells it, what program to use to interpret this script, which is bash, which is the standard command line program. Then set the relevant pin to output, and then write it to 1, wait for a second, and then turn it off. And that's all that it does. And so by executing that script, in one single command, it'll turn the computer on.
So you're just switching the mains going to the power supply for the...
It's like pressing the button.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is. Totally effective though. Maybe not the most elegant. It's not turn on power via the Ethernet or anything, but it works.
It doesn't have X on. You can't just say start X at this point.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's try it. So start X. Oops. Oh, there you go. I guess we still have a graphical user interface on this. Uh-oh. Hey, look at that. That looks promising. Hey, yeah, there you go. I didn't even know this was on there. And so now I don't have a mouse now. So there's not going to be much we can do with it. Yeah, we could grab it. I think it might be out of USB. I'm out of USB ports though. This is the old style Raspberry Pi, but shouldn't matter because we have our command line. Let's see if we can. Oops. There we go. So I'm going to log in again. So I now have two accounts that are logged into this operating system. It's the same user, but they're two separate logins. And let's turn it off and look at this other Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to shut it down. Shut down. Halt. Right now. There it goes. And I'll let it shut down gracefully, and then we can unplug it.
Is the password not showing because it doesn't show, or because you have a blank password?
Oh no, I'd never. No. Yeah, you'd never use a blank password. It's just it doesn't display it. That's the Linux version of it. It doesn't show little bullets or anything. It just is blank, which is better because then you can't
do anything.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this thing. This is the more modern Raspberry Pi.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. The later version.
B plus, is that probably?
No.
It's a 2B, right?
2B.
Yeah. How come the 2B comes out before the 2A?
I don't know.
Okay. There's the keyboard.
The A was intended to be a lower power, cheaper device.
Mouse.
The 1B came out first, then the 1A came out.
And
Oh, so it's lower power. Okay.
oh, there it is. No, I got it. Epsilon. Come on. There it is. Okay, let's see if that works. There it is. See, you notice right away how it's faster. Or maybe a little bit. I mean, these things don't use a lot of power either, which is why you can power them with anything with a battery, whatever you want.
Yeah, I had mine running, blinking an LED for like 3 days on
Yeah.
chargeable,
Yeah.
and
Well, LED actually uses a lot of power. There you go. So now we should have our mouse working. Yeah, there you are. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, let's go to the internet.
I don't know
Oops.
that it's configured for internal.
It's got the mouse buttons reversed. That's kind of funny.
It's left hand, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's not. Oh, no. Damn it. Who configured this thing? There you go. Isn't that cool? So it should be on the internet, right?
The Wi-Fi's not
RF?
configured for
Or your
what password, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, but there you go. That's a little computer.
This one we're going to hook up to one of the 3D printers. That's perfect.
So is there a better noobs to use, or is the one that comes out of the box the right one to use? Or?
I'd say so. Yeah. I mean, it all depends on what you want to do with it, Or you just want to get it and play around with it, which is, it's only $25, so.
Teaching your grandson. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. No, that'd be,
These are definitely great for kids.
yeah.
He's going to teach me, actually.
if you
Yeah.
put smoke out, it's cheap smoke.
Yeah. You're not gonna break it. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's software. What could go wrong?
That's right. How come that doesn't have ESD associated with it? It just...
Well, actually, in all fairness, this is more of a question for Nathan, but
Because their whole app doesn't have any ESD.
well, it probably does. Except, it probably is a risk of ESD until you plug it in. In which case, once you plug it in, it's grounded. So it's grounded to whatever the computer's, wherever the USB is going. But until that, what do you think?
They don't warn you against it, so...
I would actually kind of worry about it. Do they have ESD protection in these things?
They ship in a little ceramic bag, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Is it a metal bag or
ESD bag. Yeah.
So it does, yeah.
Yeah. It's just like any other kind of circuit board with, semiconductor parts on it.
Just don't wear your nylon shirt that day.
Yeah.
A stable, flat, non-conductive surface.
Yeah. It probably has some degree of ESD protection built into it, but
Only handled by the edges to minimize risk.
yeah, I mean, in all the time I've been fiddling with this stuff, I've never nuked anything using ESD yet.
Were you the one that posted the question about ESD
Yes.
protocol?
Yeah, I just...
Yeah. It's one of those things that if you nuke it, you're probably not going to know, and it's going to all of a sudden just stop working. It's going to be hard to debug. But at any rate, so I think that's pretty much it in terms of my presentation. Yeah. So if you guys want to, we can try and boot something off of this. I can boot my own computer if you don't trust me to boot you. We can boot.
This is fine now.
Okay. Yeah. We could. Is that Linux already running on that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So this is like the ancient laptop, right?
Yeah.
And so I just want to stream music on it and make it so my wife could use it
Yeah.
and not be frustrated. So
Yeah.
we could do on there.
Did it work?
Yeah, it works fine. But, with it being an old laptop, it's
Yeah.
it's a bit slow, and I was trying to find a lighter version of
Well, if you're using GNOME, what desktop environment are you using?
CV2.
Yeah. So you're probably using the standard Unity, which is pretty heavyweight. You could probably pare that down. if you really wanted to.
Yeah,
I don't know how
yeah. Today I found something called Lubuntu, which is
yeah, that's it.
the lightweight.
Yeah, Lubuntu, yeah.
And I tried installing it, and it said it didn't like the CPU, so there's something about the CPU.
Oh, okay, we'll take a look at it after the class then. Yeah, so I guess that's it.
So if I were to get a cheapy laptop,
Yeah.
would I need would I need a version of your Linux or
No,
something?
get whatever you want. I mean,
that'd be fine.
if you brought it, we could just use this to install it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is all set up. Or I could just loan it to you and just bring it back.
I don't have a computer yet.
Yeah, but if you're looking for, I just love these computers, and they're just a dime a dozen. People are constantly selling them on eBay, and the going rate's like $240, and it's a nice computer. I mean, you can get a kid this thing, and it'll last them through college easily.
Do you have a preferred dealer?
No. As long as you just check them out, see if they have good reviews. Take a look at the machine and make sure it looks okay. But yeah, no, I'd probably get it from even. It just takes too long to ship, though. That's the thing. I mean, I don't want to wait that long. For
What about Chromebooks? Do you put it on Chromebook?
I've never done that.
Chromebook, well, they're running Chrome OS, which is basically a stripped down Linux environment.
That's already If you wanted to.
But as a development platform or a play around
Oh,
platform?
that's interesting. If I would probably.
Your environment. My daughter uses it for school.
Yeah, I'd probably still go with this thing. I mean, this is frankly a great development environment. OS X is a great development environment too. But if you want to do it strictly on Linux, then I would get one of these, or an equivalent. I mean, how many did you pay for the newest MacBook? Like $2,000 or something. It's $200.
Something, I'd prefer to use something a little bit more disposable than this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Or expendable, I guess. Is
Yeah, and that's the other nice thing about it. I mean, I don't, I put this in my backpack when I ride my bike, and if it gets, broken or taken, I don't really care that much. I'm out $200, but that's about it. So it's kind of nice that way, as long as you keep everything backed up. All right, well, that's it then. Unless anyone wants to. Oh, thanks. Yeah, hope it was helpful. At least interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what we're thinking about doing a couple, seminars in the future. Learn to program. Seminar maybe on. I'd like to do on cryptography, because it's just a fascinating subject.